Hello students, hope you all are fine. Welcome to new session, class 4. I, Baljeet Kaur, your science teacher, will teach you science and we will start with chapter 1, food and digestion. Now first we will discuss why do we eat food. You must have observed that we feel tired and hungry when we do not eat food. This is because our body makes us feel hungry and it needs food. We know that our body works all the time when we run, play, eat, work, or do some any other activity. Our body works all the time even if we are asleep. For example, our heart beats all the time to pump the blood. To do all these activities, our body needs energy, and we get this energy from the food we eat. So we can say we eat food to get energy to study, play, work, grow, and keep ourselves fit and healthy. We know that we eat variety of food items. Why we eat variety of food items? Because every food item contains a particular type of nutrient. Now what are nutrients? Nutrients are the substances that are needed by our body for good health and growth, and these are essential for the proper functioning of the body. We will discuss all the types of nutrients in this chapter. There are mainly five types of nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy giving nutrients. We get energy from these, and the food items rich in carbohydrates are called energy giving foods. People doing more physical work, like laborers, farmers, and rickshaw pullers, they need more carbohydrates in their diet. And the food items rich in carbohydrates are rice, wheat, potatoes, maize, banana, and honey. Next is proteins. Proteins help us to grow. Growing children need a lot of protein. Proteins also help to build muscles and repair the damaged tissues of the body. Foods rich in proteins are called bodybuilding foods, and sources of proteins are eggs, fish, meat, and pulses. Next is fats. Fats are the richest source of energy in our diet. They keep us warm and they give us more energy than carbohydrates. Foods rich in fats are also called energy giving foods. And butter, ghee, cooking oil, and nuts all are rich in fats. But we should have fats in very little amount because excess fat is harmful to us. It makes us obese and causes many diseases. Now, next nutrient is vitamins. Vitamins help our body to fight against diseases and keep us healthy. We need vitamins in small quantities, and foods rich in vitamins are called protective foods because they protect us from diseases. And the sources of vitamins are vegetables, fruits, milk, fish, sprouted grams, etc. Minerals. Minerals also protect us from diseases and keep us fit and healthy. Foods rich in minerals are called protective foods. Vegetables, milk, and cereals all are rich in minerals. There are some important minerals like calcium, potassium, sodium, iron, and iodine. They have different functioning in our body, and calcium helps in formation of bones, and iron helps in formation of blood. And green leafy vegetables are rich sources of iron, whereas milk, curd, paneer, and other milk products are rich sources of calcium. In addition to all these nutrients, our diet must have rough fish and water. Roughage is the fiber present in the food items that we get from the plants. Most of the fruits, vegetables, and seeds contain fibers, and we cannot digest roughage. It is an important part of our diet because it helps to remove undigested food from our body. Salad gives us lot of roughage. Now, let's discuss importance of water. Three-fourths of our body weight is water, and it is very important in our diet. It helps the body to dissolve, digest, and absorb the food. It helps in removing our body waste through sweat and urine. So, we should drink about 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Now, you must have understood importance of all the nutrients, roughage, and water in our diet. So, now we will discuss balanced diet. What is balanced diet? A diet that contains proper amount of all the nutrients, roughage, and water required for good health is called a balanced diet. So we should have balanced diet because balanced diet helps us to remain fit and healthy. Now next, very important topic of this chapter is digestion. The food that we eat does not give energy directly to our body. It gives energy after digestion. Now, first try to understand what is digestion. Digestion is a process in which the food we eat is broken down into simple and soluble substances that are absorbed by the body. Now, let us understand what happens to the food in our body. Now, let us try to understand process of digestion with the help of this diagram. This is diagram of digestive system which helps in digestion of food. First we'll start with mouth. Teeth chew and grind the food. This food mixes with saliva produced by the salivary glands, and saliva breaks the starch of food into simple sugars and also makes the food soft. From the mouth the food goes to food pipe. Food pipe is also known as oesophagus. Food passes through the food pipe to reach the stomach. Stomach is the muscular bag in which food is churned and mixed with digestive juices. Digestive juices break down the food into simple and soluble form. From the stomach, food goes to small intestine. It is like a long coiled tube that produces some digestive juices. The process of digestion completes here. The walls of the small intestine have blood vessels that absorb the digested food and takes it to all parts of the body. The role of liver and pancreas is to produce digestive juices. Liver produces bile that helps to digest fats in small intestine, and pancreas produces juices that help to digest carbohydrates, fats, proteins in small intestine. Now, from small intestine, the undigested food goes to large intestine. Large intestine hold the undigested food, absorb extra water from it, and form feces, which is semi-solid waste. And then this waste is released out of the body through anus. This is how digestion of food takes place. We all like to eat tasty food items like french fries, chips, cake, and pizza. But these food items are not healthy for us because they contain a lot of fat and sugar. So these food items are called junk food. We should avoid these junk foods and have healthy and balanced diet which will keep us fit and healthy. Now next topic is good eating habits. for proper digestion. Always take your meals in a pleasant environment. Eat a balanced diet. Eat at regular intervals. Eat fresh and clean food. Chew the food well before swallowing. Drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Eat a lot of green vegetables and fruits. And avoid overeating. Next is cooking food. We know that we cook the food before eating. Only few fruits and vegetables can be eaten raw, and rest of the food items are cooked by different methods. Food can be cooked by boiling, frying, roasting, baking, or steaming. We use different methods of cooking for different food items. Do you know why we cook food? We cook food because it makes the food tasty, it makes the food soft and easy to digest, and it also kills germs present in the food. Next is food preservation. You all must have observed that food gets spoiled at room temperature after some time. Such spoiled food items produce foul smell and are not good for our health. So, for long use, we need to preserve them. The process by which we can prevent the food items from getting spoiled for a long time is known as food preservation. Ways of food preservation. First is refrigeration and deep freezing. Refrigerator cools down the food to a very low temperature and deep freezer freezes the food. Both methods preserve the food by slowing down the growth of microbes. Next is bottling and canning. Food is sealed in bottles and cans after killing germs. This can be used to preserve the food items for long time. Next is drying. Food is dried by removing all water content from it, and this prevents the food from spoiling. And next is pickling and jelly. Salt and oil in pickles and sugar in jams and jellies act as preservatives. So these type of food items can be preserved by these methods. Thank you.